Good morning. Time to make the coffee. Today's coffee is creamy hazelnut nut by Bueno chickpea coffee. So hopefully that'll help my stomach issues. It's supposed to be gentle on the stomach. There's no caffeine. It's completely natural. I don't know how they make it, but there's only chickpeas in there. Boy, it's amazing what they can make out of chickpeas. You can make all kinds of things that you never thought you could, besides just eating them in a salad. I like chickpeas in a salad. They're great as a topping. I haven't had that in a while. I should cook up some chickpeas and do that. I imagine they just roast the chickpeas until they're dark and then grind them up. At least that's what I'm thinking, but I don't really know what the process is. So today is going to be 61 degrees and sunny. That's nice. We've had rain. We didn't have any really bad weather, knock on wood. We just had some rain, and it wasn't even a heavy rain. It was just sort of off and on during the day. I hear from some of your comments that there were tornadoes here in Ohio somewhere, but I wasn't even aware of that because I was kind of doing things with my mom yesterday. We had a nice day. I took her shopping and she bought a few things, not that much. She did a pretty big shop the week before, so she has plenty of stuff to eat. So, anyway, it was a nice day, and I helped her organize some of her paper stuff and trying to slowly take over her bills because she's starting to forget to pay them. So I guess that's what we have to do with our loved ones once they get older and can't do things for themselves, and we have to do it in a loving way. Some people lose their patience with older people, and I think that's sad. You know, you have to kind of, it's difficult for them to give up their independence and their lifestyle, and it's harder on them almost than it is on the person that has to sort of take over. I know it's hard on the caregiver too. But, I don't know. So if you're in that situation, be kind. Be kind to your elderly. You know, honor thy mother and thy father. That's what God intended. So I'm certainly going to follow his instructions. So in here I have some honey. And I'm going to stir that up, and I'm going to try it just with the honey without putting any cream in and see if I like it at all. I've discovered honey is really good in coffee. Who'd have thought it? I mean, we know it's good in tea, but I think it's good in coffee too. The thing with honey is it's messy. You know, it's so sticky and messy. So if I continue to like the honey, I'm going to have to get a different honey dispenser. They make those kind that sort of drip out the bottom. I don't know. We'll see. I've seen them on Amazon. So cheers. Let's give this a try. That's actually pretty good. I don't know if I want to put some milk in with it or not. I do have some half and half standing by here if I need it. I think I'll put a little bit in, not too much though, because then it makes the coffee too weak. And this is not the best bottle because it just kind of comes out and bubbles and okay. So let's try that. I put quite a bit of honey in here, a couple teaspoons. Let's see if that's good. I'm experimenting with this bean coffee Let's try it again. Yeah, that's good. Just a little tiny bit of cream. So sometimes in life, in fact, most of life is an experiment. You know, look at Dyson. I don't know how many thousands of prototypes he had before he came up with his vacuum, or Thomas Edison with his light bulb. And, you know, you just kind of have to keep trying. So eventually, after you have the experience of trying, eventually most people do come up with a solution. So, all right, I'm going to enjoy this cup of bueno, and then I will meet you over at the budget book over there. So I'll see you there. All right, here we are back at the budget book. So yesterday I didn't spend any money. I did go shopping with my mom, and I got a few things. I got a couple salad kits, you know, the kind that come in a bag. I got Asian and, oh, what was the other one? Well, it doesn't matter. Anyway, my mom insisted on buying my food items, so I didn't spend any money. But I can't really do much shopping with my mom there, because then she insists on paying for it, and I don't want that. So, but I didn't want to go out a second time, so I did get some yogurt. I'm hoping that that'll help my stomach issues. And then I got a couple salad kits. Nothing too major. So anyway, continuing with my no low spend this month, because somewhere around here my windows should be coming in, and that's going to be a big expense. But I don't count that on the budget book. That's a house expense that goes somewhere else. My budget book here is strictly for discretionary spending. Any groceries I buy, any clothes, tchotchkes. I don't count medication on here. So this is just money that I have more control over, instead of things that I absolutely have to have, like for the house. If I buy tchotchkes for the house, that goes on here. But any house repairs, any car repairs, gasoline goes somewhere else. I have a miscellaneous thing that I put that on, so that doesn't go on here either. It's strictly for discretionary spending. So at least that's the way I do it. You know, if you're doing something similar, whatever you put on your budget sheet is up to you. So, yesterday was a nice day. It was tiring because, you know, when you don't feel like shopping and you have to take somebody else shopping, it does tire you out a little more. But my mom was tired yesterday too, so we only went to one store. We usually go to 3. We'll go to Aldi's, Mark's, and Dollar Tree. She likes those 3 stores, so that's where I take her. And every once in a while, we've done it twice now, there's a Savers thrift store right next to Aldi's. So sometimes we'll go in there and look around, but neither one of us really bought anything in there, but they sure have a lot of stuff. But boy, I'll tell you, the thrift stores, the prices are ridiculous. You know, you can almost buy, you know, spend a few dollars more and get something brand new. Anyway, that's my take on it. I'm not a thrift store shopper for the most part. I don't go to thrift stores. Not that I haven't bought things in a thrift store in the past. I got a nice dehydrator for $15 a couple summers ago, I guess it was. So every once in a while I do check into a thrift store just for fun, but most of the times I don't really find anything in there that I'm looking for. In fact, a lot of the things they have are things that I'm actually getting rid of. So, and I certainly don't need a whole lot more tchotchkes. So, I don't know. Thrift stores just have never had a big appeal to me. Now, in my younger years, my mom and I used to go to garage sales, and that was always fun. That's when I had my little kids, and, you know, you could get cheap toys and stuff like that, or very slightly used kids' clothing. So that's what we used to do back then. And I used to have garage sales, too. For me, having a garage sale doesn't seem worth the effort. You know, tagging all the stuff, setting it all up, and, you know, then you have to keep it somewhere till garage sale day. So for me, I don't bother with garage sales because at best, I mean, for the little things that I sell, you know, clothing or tchotchkes or some kitchenware, you know, if you make $100, it's a good day. So I don't do garage sales, but I have sold a couple of things on Marketplace. I sold a bed frame. I sold all my Christmas dishes and half of my other dishes that were just like brand new. So things like that I will sell on Marketplace, but for the most part, when I'm decluttering, I want the stuff gone. I want it out of the house, so I just call the donatestuff.com. I don't know if it's in your area, but you can choose your charity. They have several selections there, and they come and pick it up right in your driveway. So I've been using them for a few years now, and I feel good donating things. You know, if I have nice things that I don't need anymore, and I think somebody else might get some use out of it, especially clothing. I have donated so much clothing, but I could donate so much more, which I will continue to do. So, all right, that's it for the budget book for today. And I'm not planning on spending any money. I don't really need anything. So I don't know what the day will bring. Maybe I'll venture outside and do something out there, go for a walk or something. I don't know. I always manage to fill up my days with plenty of activity. Sometimes I just have to say, nope, not doing anything today. But I usually end up doing something. So, all right. See you in a little bit. Citrus trees are really growing. This is my grapefruit that I started from seed. It was a red or pink grapefruit, something like that. And it's gotten so tall. And this is growing in hydroponic medium, so I really have to put this in something else. And then the little blood orange that I have here, started that from seed too, and that's getting a huge leaf here. So I've got that going. Pretty soon what this is I have no idea. I threw some seeds in there, but I don't know what it is. Who knows? Could even be a weed. But then over here, my little lemon tree is getting all new leaves. The old leaves have pretty much all fallen off, but it's all getting new leaves, and I still am hanging on to that big, huge lemon. But what I've noticed is it's getting buds. There's one, and there's another one here somewhere that I saw. So, but it probably won't make a lemon yet. I didn't get, there it is. There's the other one right there. I even tried, it had buds in the fall, and I even tried to use a little brush to pollinate the lemon tree, but they just all fell off along with the leaves because of the change in the daylight. Oh, there's a little dog out there that is just wanting to come back in. She's so vocal about everything. But it's very breezy out here. My wind chimes are singing and everything's blowing. Yep, very windy. I got a new wind chime at Mark's the other day. It was $6.99 and it reminded me of a Japanese garden. And it's got these little bells. So, and all these wind chimes I just kind of hung on different things because they're starting to fall apart, like that one. I need to restring them. Wind chimes are so expensive. They're really, really costly. So I'm just going to save all of the little dinger things and make a bigger wind chime. All right, well, time to go back in. I think the gang went back in. All right, let's go, babies. Oh, there she goes again. It's time for their treat. Time for their treats. Right? Okay. Oh, stop that. You, stop that. No, no. All right. I won't subject you to this screaming dog. So I had a day today, too, where I just wanted to eat everything but the kitchen sink. You know how it is when you're not really eating the foods that you like to eat, that satisfy you. That's the kind of day it was. So I totally went off my bland diet and I kind of just ate up all the leftovers in the refrigerator. A little of this, a little of that, this snack, that snack, some yogurt, some, just went on and on today. And I usually don't do that. I usually eat 2 meals and I'm done. But not today. Today was like, I don't know. It's just, I'm hungry, but I'm craving something. I don't know what I'm craving. So I just ate up whatever there was. And now I'm finally full. I'm finally satisfied. I ended up having leftover macaroni and cheese. I had one little burger patty from the Impossible Burgers. And what I've been doing with those is I take the 2 burgers. I don't like big fat burgers. So I take the 2 burgers, I smush them up with whatever seasoning I want to season them with. This time I used garlic powder, onion powder, and some of that Montreal steak seasoning. I seasoned it up with that, mushed it all together, and made 3 thinner burger patties out of it. And that way I had 3 meals with it. I did like a cold burger with on rye with butter and mustard. I had that. And then I had a patty melt with the rye bread. What else did I have? What did I have with the third one? Well, I don't know. It doesn't matter. But anyway, I think I just ate that one plain because it was very tasty. So, and I just fried them up in the frying pan, and I really enjoyed those. So I had those for 3 meals. And then my mom gave me some soup. I had some of that. I had still a bag of lettuce that I wanted to eat up. So I had lettuce with dressing. What else did I have? This is over a couple days' time. The soup I had yesterday. So pretty much, I think all the leftovers are gone now. I still have a little bit of the soup that my mom gave me. But pretty much the rest of the leftovers are all gone. And I have a lot of things in the freezer that I still want to eat. My stomach is feeling better. It's still not right, but the medication is helping. So, and then I do have an appointment with my doctor, actually with his nurse practitioner, about the middle of April. So, and I still have to have my taxes done. I finally got all my tax papers straightened out from AdSense and all that. So that's good to go. I have that in a pile. All I have to do is hop in the car with that and go have that done. And I have my taxes done at a senior center, not in my town, but it's actually very near my mom. It's not in her little town either. It's another place. But as long as you're a senior, you can go there, and ARP does your taxes there for free. So I'm hoping that I get a refund. I usually do, because with my income, they said, oh, you don't even have to, do your taxes. But that scares me. I'm going to do my taxes. And then my revenue with YouTube has gone up a little bit. Not that much, but, I still have to declare that. So, I just rather safe than sorry. So anyway, but I'm hoping that I still get a refund with all the tax changes and everything. Who knows, So, well, all right, I'm going to drink my tea. Well, I haven't gotten too much done today. I did do the dishes, but I've been trying to catch up with some of my YouTube comments. I have a couple of companies that have reached out to me for sending me a couple things to review. So I've been checking those things out. So I haven't been doing a whole lot of physical stuff. I've been doing more things on my computer and online. So it's time for a cup of tea. Cheers, my friends. And this is the tummy tea. I don't know if it's not hurting my stomach, let me put it that way. So I don't know if it's actually helping, but so it was a nice sunny day today, but it was very windy, and that wind was chilly. So needless to say, I did not do anything outside. It was just too chilly yet, and I don't like to work in the, when it's real windy outside, because my hair blows in my face. And yeah, I could wear a headband or something, but it's much more pleasant if the wind isn't blowing through and messing everything up. So I didn't do anything outside today. This is the cup that I usually use for tea, because I like dark cups inside when I have tea, because tea stains so much. I imagine it stains your teeth too. I know it stains your teeth too, but it seems like everything nowadays has a lot of negative results too. So I really should vacuum my floors. That's a project for another day. So you can see it's nice and bright in my living room here. And I like hanging out in this room. I just, I think it's a very cozy place. And I don't know if you can hear my clock ticking. I think you can. When I was a kid, I used to hate that sound. It just kind of creeped me out. I hated hearing clocks tick. And now it's kind of, kind of soothing in a way. But, yeah, so not much going on today. I stayed home. I'm not buying anything online. There's nothing that I need. The bed's made. Everything's kind of straightened out. I do have my hallway upstairs that I have to do something with. So what's on my list? I have to do something with the upstairs hallway. Just clean it and organize it a little better. I have blankets and pillows all over the place in piles up there. Stuff that I'm debating, do I want to keep, do I want to get rid of it? I don't need it all. I do want to save some of the blankets and things for emergencies. So, but they don't need to be, you know, in closets and things. I can put that up in a bin up in my attic. So I want to still work on my attic, get that organized. It's not in terrible shape at all. I had the one handyman fellow of mine, I had him put some flooring down on the attic because I was always stepping over the rafters and I didn't want to put my foot through the ceiling. So I had that done, and now it should be much easier to navigate around up there. So I have that to do, the hallway, the attic, and I still have my food stash that I have to organize downstairs. I started on that, but I'm not done with it. It seems like I like to work on different projects, and I know that's not the best way to get things done, but sometimes I like to just work on different projects, and that way I don't get bored with them, I don't get burned out with them, and I still make some progress. So do you guys do that? Or do you just pick one project and work your way all the way through no matter what? But that seems to be the way that I operate for whatever reason. Maybe I have attention deficit. That could be. I never liked multitasking, but I don't know, maybe. So that's what's going on. Then I have, of course, the garage. But I'm going to work on the garage in the late spring and summer. I think it'll be nice because I'll still be outside. I can put a fan out there. I have plenty of plugs. I can put a fan if it's too hot. And I have my garage door and I have a back door in the garage. So there's always a nice cross breeze going through there if I have them both open. So it doesn't get too hot then. I've had my worms. I don't know if you guys remember my composting worms that I used to keep in my bathtub. Well, I finally said no more worms in the bathtub because they made a mess. So I put them out in the garage, covered them with a blanket, and hoped for the best. So I went and checked on them last week, and they're still going in there. So now I'm starting to feed them again. I didn't really feed them much during the winter because every time I looked, there was still food in there. But now that it's warming up, I think they've become more active. So, yeah, the worms are still with me. You know, if you're thinking about getting composting worms, think long and hard about it because they're kind of like, you know, you got to take care of them. They're a living entity. So, and with the red wiggler worms, if you put them in the garden, like in the fall, they'll freeze because they're not like earthworms that dig into the ground. They're more surface worms. They like to eat the garbage. So, yes, my buddy's here. So, yeah, it's like, what do you do with them, you know? So, and it's messy. It's very messy. They, you know, as they consume the food, they produce, of course, they produce the earthworm, or the castings, the worm castings, which is what you want. But along with the castings, there's also a lot of liquid, brown liquid that drains out. That's kind of, it doesn't smell or anything. It's just brown liquid, and it's kind of ugly. So, yeah, there's that. And then, like I said, I tried the bokashi. That's indoor composting too. But that wasn't my thing either. So I'm just going to continue to use my outdoor composter and my it's the electric indoor composter. It seems to, it makes more like a fertilizer than a compost, but it's something that it makes all your kitchen garbage, makes it able to be used out in the garden because it chops it up and dries it up. And I usually mix that with eggshells, and you can use it straight away in the garden. So anyway, yeah, not much physical work getting done here today. I have a big box of donation things in my front hall. I'm waiting to fill that up, and then I'll call the donation people. They can come and get that. I want to look through all my blankets and put those in there too. So it makes it worth their while to come and pick this stuff up. So, but anyway, it's really my day today, and that's really all I have for you today. So I want to wish you abundant blessings. I love you guys. Be good to yourself. Be good to others. God bless you, and I'll see you next time. If you enjoyed this video, please subscribe, comment, and like. It helps my channel grow. Don't forget to share, and thanks for watching.